doing that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Excuse me, am I audible? Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. And tonight, I'd like to declare Empire Toastmaster meeting club number 01491511 is open for public. Please clap your hand. And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to have a very special occasion. We are going to have a humorous meeting, stand-up comedy nights. And ladies and gentlemen, before I'd like to give the mic to our master of ceremony, I had a bad news for you all. The bad news is yesterday my next door neighbor died because of drinking Coca-Cola. You know Coca-Cola? Yeah, this is Coca-Cola. And I was very shocked yesterday. And then I came to the hospital and then I met the doctor. I asked the doctor, "Doctor, how come did my neighbor die?" And the doctor said very quietly, "Because he did die because of drinking Coca-Cola with a bottle." So this is Coca-Cola, yeah? Just drink the water, not the bottle, even if it's written Coca-Cola, yeah? There's a problem. Thank you very much. And now please welcome our Toastmaster of the meeting, our Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Eddy Suaib. Give big round of applause.
Thank you very much, Aditya and Subhan, the presidents of Empire Toastmaster Club. So I'm Eddy. As a Master of Ceremony tonight, I would like to introduce myself as the chairman of English Studio. So Pak Arlan sent me text, then what if we conduct the evening nights related to comedy, so incorporate with English Studio. And I say, I think it's good because one of the greatest things when it comes to public speaking and leadership is when it comes to the job, and here we are. And I'm going to also introduce you what Toastmaster is here. I will share, for those who don't know, then I will share a little bit information about this one. So this is my screen. So when we talk about Toastmaster, Toastmaster is non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and also leadership skills throughout a worldwide network of the clubs. In the world, we have more Toastmaster club. So during this situation, we more often conduct the meeting through online. So I started my journey in Toastmaster October 1st, 2020. And now is January 12th. I never miss any meeting. I've been around from over the world. I met my friend David from Philadelphia. He's here. And I met also my guru, Pak Arlan, long time. We have met around 12 years. Due to the Toastmaster, I met all of them. In Toastmaster, we have 11 paths. So if you see the pictures there that I shared, we started with dynamic leadership, effective coaching, engaging humor, innovative planning, until the visionary communication. This is the path that you, when you're interested in joining the Toastmaster, then you will take this journey. And also, including with the 5 core competency: public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, management, and also confidence. Here, in our comedy in English tonight, so we will share our experience in conjunction with our Toastmaster journey. Without further ado, let's start it with the first open mic. So Pak Yusuf Chandra. Pak Yusuf Chandra.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that's great. So now you are the first open mic speaker. So let's start it now.
Thank you. Thank you, MC. My wife loves cooking her family, and she loves cooking her dog. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife is somebody's very special. One day, he told me, darling, your carburetor is full of water. I said, how come she knows carburetor? She only knows cooking. I said, I beg your pardon? Yes, your carburetor is full of water. It cannot be that. Okay, I don't understand, but where is the car? Then she pointed out, that is the car. Your car is in the pool. Oh my God. No matter, the water is in my carburetor. She is right anyway. One day, ladies and gentlemen, I was going on a business trip to out of the city. So I asked one of the boys who is working in the office to take care of my house. And I said, you can do anything. You help my wife. I'm going to be away for a few days. When I came back, she was rushing and she said, oh, sir, I'm very sorry. I said, why are you very sorry? I'm very thankful. You've been helping us. No, I'm very sorry. I've been what? I've been using your wife 24 hours a day without any stopping. And it was an excellent service. You never stopped. I said, I beg your pardon. You have been using my wife 24 hours a day? He said, yes, I'm very sorry. I didn't ask permission. I'm very sorry. Not sorry. What do you mean with using my wife? He said, the computer, sir. The internet. Ah, that's not wife. That's my Wi-Fi. Ladies and gentlemen, the boy is the boy. That one day, he was outside of the garden, outside of the garage. I came along and I said, what are you doing outside? Don't you clean the garage? And he said, I am looking for my ring. Oh, what kind of ring are you? This is a diamond ring. Wow, a boy has got a diamond ring? Yes, she said. He said, I lost it. And then, where did you lose it? He said, in the shed, sir. You lost your ring in the shed and you are looking for it here in the garden? It doesn't make any sense. Sir, it does make sense. In the garage, it was very dark. How can I find my ring? Here outside, I can see the sunlight. I can find it easily. Ring, talking about ring again, but about my wife. My wife said, do you remember when we were dating? What did you promise me? I said, I can't remember. Why don't you remember? You promised me a diamond ring. But what did I get after married? I got a silver ring. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you. But Chandra, Yusuf, then you can unmute your speaker, then we can give applause to Pak Yusuf. Thank you very much. And here's we have Mom Indah. Are you there, Mom Indah? So welcome to Empire Club. Okay. So the next speaker for our open mic is Patrick Wong. So Patrick Wong, the floor is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yay! Today is the IPO day. It's the initial public open mic for my stand-up comedy journey. So today, if I am not funny, this will be my stand-up tragedy. Share price will hit the rock bottom. And I hope today I will not ruin the whole empire. So in case tonight I'm not funny and be the last time performing here, so let me first introduce myself. I am not the best friend of SpongeBob, but I'm Patrick. My surname is Wong, but I'm not the grandson of Master Wong Fei Hung, because I don't know any Kung Fu. I just know how to eat tofu. Currently, I'm 34 years old, still very young, right? But since I was a teenager till now, whoever I meet, whoever I see, they always like to call me uncle. Kids call me uncle, okay. Same age call me uncle. Even the most ridiculous is the guy older than me, much older than me, also call me uncle. What the right? I remember a friend of my sister dropped by our house. He is 10 years older than me. He wants to borrow a toilet. He see me and he call me uncle. He say, uncle, sorry, I borrow your toilet. Then I say, okay, hold your pee because my toilet is not for rent. So I'm from Medan, a city which people call heaven for food, but I call it the hell for my body. My mom's always advised me, Patrick, don't be too fat. Later, no girls will be attracted to you. Because you look like uncle, you know. So guys, now you know it. Why people call me uncle. What the fact, right? God hear my parents pray. But I don't care. Because I believe a fat man in a Ferrari looks more attractive than a prince on the white horse. I was a talented, super talented student back then. I graduated from NTU Singapore with double degree. I'm a bachelor in chemical engineering and a bachelor of love. I have been single for 25 years. I think it's enough for me to celebrate my silver anniversary already. But no worry, I'm still young, just play around first. Then it came to the time when I was in a relationship. But if you wonder whether I have driven Ferrari at that time, no, I haven't. I have not even bought a car. But I'm a type of person who actually, when I commit to something, I take it very seriously. So when our relationship ended, I broke down in tears. My heart breaks. I was devastated. My world turns upside down. Even my orientation changed from a normal guy to an LGBT. Losing girlfriend become tragedy. After joining Toastmasters, I finally realized physics is not that important in a relationship, but communication. But Ferrari is still very important. But the most important is Toastmaster has already cured my LGBT. And now I'm happily married with one son and one wife. I hope this is not the only one. I mean the only one stand-up performance tonight. So I'll wait for the invitation for next one. Thank you very much. Give the time back to the MC. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Patrick Wong. This is a very great jokes. And now, without further ado, let's move on to the next speaker for the next open mic, Surya Wahyudianto. Surya Wahyudianto, floor is
All right, thank you, Toastmasters Eddy Suaib. Hello everyone, good evening. It's me, Surya Wahyudianto. The spelling of my name is actually Surya Wahyudianto. Yeah, old spelling. Yeah, because this is an old product, no longer produced. Yeah, I originally come from Pasuruan, if you know that. Yeah, I currently living in Surabaya. I'm married with one daughter, and it's like Wong said, I have one wife. Yeah, just 2 days ago, we lost our Pajero. But me and my wife decided not to report it to the police. And for your information, Pajero is our pet cat, not the car that you imagine. Now, imagine you're in a situation where you have to hold the urge to go to the toilet because you cannot find one. How long can you hold that? 2 minutes? What if you have to hold it for 5 minutes? I mean, it's not urinating, it's something else. What if you have to hold for 10 minutes? Can you imagine that? It happened to me once. I didn't have to hold it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I had to hold it for 2 full hours. You hear me right? It was many years ago. It was when on our way back home to Surabaya, me and my wife, from my wife's hometown, we were on our way back home to Surabaya on Monday morning. Yeah, by bus, public transport. After several minutes being on the bus, suddenly this attack came to me. I felt pain in my tummy. So I immediately told my wife, "Hey, honey, you have to get out here because I cannot stand it anymore. I have to go to the nearest bus station to go to the toilet." And you know what she said? "No, we can't. I can't be late for work." What? I'm in pain and you're talking about being late for work? You're worried about that? But then I tried to negotiate, talking with men should be patient. I tried to negotiate. Well, okay, you may go on, you continue the journey, but let me get off here. I really need to go to the toilet. And then you know what she said? "I can't. You know, I never travel alone. I'm afraid. Then when I stopped trying to convince her, I had to suffer for the rest of the journey for 2 hours. The only good thing was that the pain was not constant. Sometimes the pain was gone, was relieving, right? But when it returned, it was so painful. I was sweating all over. You know, in that situation, there's nothing more beautiful, more needed, or better than that tiny toilet. And how to hold it for 2 full hours. So when finally we arrived at the bus station, I hurriedly left my wife and rushed as fast as I could to the toilet. That's the best place. That's the best, the utmost pleasure that I'd ever had. One of the best pleasure that I'd ever had in my life. You know, in that situation, I could realize that most of the time we forgot about the things in our life that we have to be grateful for. We normally take things for granted, right? Our toilet is here every day, but we never be thankful for the present, for its presence. So now I try to appreciate everything, even though this is toilet. If you in that situation, it's hard to find the toilet. I think that's all. Thank you very much. Thank
Thank you
you,
very
Toastmasters
much.
of the meeting.
Give us applause, everyone. Thank you, Toastmaster Surya Wahyudianto. The next speaker for this open mic session is Toastmaster Teguh. Toastmaster Teguh, are you there?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What
Yes,
happened
great.
to Toastmaster Linda?
Oh yeah, Toastmaster. I sorry. Need to check Toastmaster Linda
Yeah, right.
because I did not see. I just want to confirm it first. Toastmaster Linda. Toastmaster Linda. So I don't think that she is here, Linda.
All right, all right.
Oh, I'll be back then after you, right?
Yeah, just skip her first.
Yes, yeah, I'll be back. Yes, okay. Okay, thank you. The floor is yours, Toastmaster Teguh Adimarta. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to check my voice first. Can you hear my voice? Is it audible?
Awesome.
Yes. All right, all right. You cannot face the problem if the problem is your face, especially when your face resembles those bad guys in every Sinatron of Indosiar who at the end of the day give an unmerciful, illogical azab. Before I start, I would like to greet everyone in here. Hi there, how are you today, guys? Have you eaten already? Don't forget to eat, okay? Or else you could get sick. Why I ask those questions? Because those questions remind me to some number of beautiful girls in my young age who always asking those questions to me. Do you know how many number were those girls? Zero. Yes, I actually had never been asked those questions during my sad young age in junior and senior high schools by any beautiful girls. Talking about beautiful girls, it reminds me to the fact that when I was teenager, every time I met and said hi to every beautiful girl for the first time, hi, my name is Teguh, they would spontaneously say the most touching words to me, which was Astaghfirullahaladzim, or at least they would recite ayat kursi. So at certain point, my face may have multifunctionality to, either automatically turn you into a more religious person or to at least perhaps leave a little bit unforgettable impression that was flourished beautifully inside their heart in the form of, well, psychological trauma. But despite that very heart-touching fact about my face when I was a teenager, I also just realized that how by imagining my face can actually help someone else, especially when he or she is under pressure. I remember that there was this one time where one of my friends in my class ever told me that how by imagining my face was somehow also very helping when he was under pressure and having difficult time to take a dump in the toilet. So yeah, basically just by imagining my face in his mind somehow help his under pressure situation to release the pressure under. You know what I mean? So Alhamdulillah, because of that heart-touching experience, I had ready to start to accept the reality that with face like this, that looks like a deranged psycho lunatic, there will be no girl who would be sane enough to risk her dear life just to get close to me. I mean, so there are basically two stages of my love life that I would like to share to you guys here. First stage, my pathetic love life when I was young. If I did not miss the calculation, I believe I had already been single for only, well, forever. It seems like I feel like that I was born to be a forever legendary single guy whose name would be engraved on the city monument as the last virgin on earth. But yeah, I was single not because I want to wait for the right girl, but it's just that there is no girl with the right mind want to mess up their life with the wrong imbecile nerd like me. Okay, to tell you the truth, I have this phobia of feeling nervous to talk to any beautiful girl, which means if I tried to start or to build a healthy or normal communications to any beautiful girl, then I will feel so nervous. I will feel so trembling, sweating all over my body, cannot say anything, any word, any sentence, any syllable, any letter, you name it, that can be understood by any normal human being out there. Or I will be just standing there facing the girl with awkward serial killer smile and without any single word, just like a brain concussion potato. Can you believe it that even before I want to talk to any beautiful girls in my schools, at least one day before it happens, I will have to rehearse and write down everything on a small piece of paper, you know, just like examinations about all of possible dialogue materials that I could talk to her that give her the impression that I am indeed still a normal human being. That is me. Second stage, how I finally have to think outside of the box. Because I never even brave to talk to any beautiful girl. One day, my mom even asked about my sexual orientations. Teguh, yes, mom. Why did you never even want to talk to any beautiful girl? I mean, are you even a gay? What? No, mom, I'm not a gay. It was probably my boyfriend who was a gay. Say what? And then my mom said, Teguh, oh my wow, mo shinderu. Kaki mo shinajutsu. Nani? Okay, just kidding, just joking. So, to put it simple, by the end of 2011, my mom gave me an ultimatum that if until the end of 2012, I could not get any girlfriend that can be sacrificed as my wife, then have to accept any girl that my mom chose. Well, that was actually the turning point where I have to think outside of the box so that I opened my Facebook and try to scroll down everything, start to randomly say hi to approach every beautiful girl in my Facebook friend list. And Alhamdulillah, I got rejected by most of them. But even though at first I got so many rejections from those beautiful girls, yet I never stopped because the fact that I did not have to see them physically somehow helped me to reduce my anxiety to talk to those beautiful girls and to not pee in my pants. Anyway, my unshameful hard work and Facebook was finally flourished. By serendipity, or let's say just say pity, a surprisingly beautiful girl from other town, Jambi, which was located thousands of miles away from my city at that time, which is Surabaya, want to have this serious long distance relationship with me. I mean, she was basically so beautiful that makes me sometimes questioning her sanity to want to become my girlfriend. I mean, if I try to imagine me and her standing side by side, it will feel just as if she was the winner of beauty contest and I was just a poor victim of a car accident. My friend even said this, if this might be one of the signs of the end of the world as stated in the ancient prophecy. People say that you will feel butterfly flying inside your stomach when you are falling in love. In my case, forget the butterfly. For me, a muggle who finally can get this very beautiful girl as my girlfriend, I felt like the whole zoo are rumbling inside my stomach. So one thing for sure, she was quite sentimental. I remember this one time when she finally held the rings that I bought and sent to Jambi for her. So through Facebook video message on the webcam, from the look on her face, I can see that she never forget those three little words that was beautifully engraved inside the ring. And those three little words are made in China. So that was actually the moment when I take out all of the power of my virginity energy to set this one sentence to her. By the name of Facebook, please allow me to propose to you. Do you want to be my wife? Well, that is actually two sentences. Anyway, at the end of the day, looking deeply into my eyes, just like the pity look of a nurse to a mental hospital patient, with her beautiful smile, she said softly, yes, I do. So yeah, it is true that in the opening I said that you cannot face the problem if the problem is your face. Then right now I can confidently say that basically do not let the problem of your face to stop you to fight for the love of your love. Because first, your life is just too short to be spent with wrong love. And second, what doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. And funny thing is, in Bahasa Indonesia, strong is actually the meaning of my name. My name is Teguh. Back to you.
So thank you very much. So we can call you in English Mr. Strong because in Bahasa Mas Teguh. Thank you very much for this one. I just know. So for the next speaker, so let me check it. Time Linda. So Toastmaster Linda, are you there? Linda, I couldn't even see her. Now let's move on to the next Toastmaster Bun Bun. Toastmaster Bun Bun.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Thank you. William Shakespeare once said, "What's in a name?" Obviously, a lot of jokes if you have funny name like me. Fellow Toastmaster and friends, my name is Bun Bun. How many of you know anyone named Bun Bun other than me? Yeah, I have a very unique name. It's the name that was given by my parents and it's printed on my birth certificate, ID card, and passport. When I introduce myself to a new person, hi, my name is Bun Bun. Usually that person will look at me like this and ask me, Bun Bun, is that your real name? Or Bun Bun, do you have other name? In fact, when I want to register as Toastmaster member, the VPM at that time asked me, Bun Bun, is that really real name? I said, yes, that's my real name. Then she asked me again, really? Yes, Linda. Why do you think I want to fake my identity to be a Toastmaster member? Some people ask me, is your name just Bun Bun? Do you have first name? I said, yes. My name is James Bun. Other question that people ask me, do you have last name? I said, yes. My last name is Jovi. My name is Bon Jovi. You give love bad names. So I thought people ask that question because maybe it's not a common name in Indonesia. It's a Chinese name. One day, I had a trip to Hong Kong. And when I reached at the immigration counter at Hong Kong airport, the immigration officer looked at my passport a few times. And then he called his friends. And then he said to me, please follow this guy. And then I followed this guy. And while walking, I asked him, what's going on? He said, don't worry. We just need to further check because you have unusual name. Come on, unusual name? All this time, I thought my name is a Chinese name. But these Chinese people don't even recognize my name as a Chinese name. I felt so disappointed. I never felt disappointed like that since Agnes refused to reply my direct message on the Instagram. Many foreigners mispronounce my name. My client in Singapore that usually contacts me by email, one day called my office. He asked the receptionist, hello, may I speak to Mr. Bun Bun, please? The receptionist said, oh, I'm sorry, sir. We don't have anyone named Bun Bun here. You see, do you know why he called me Bun Bun? Yeah, since that time, whenever I send email to other person in foreign countries, I always write down my name B-O-O-N, so they can pronounce it correctly. Well, fellow Toastmaster, I have a funny name, but I really like it because it's simple, unique, and it can be material to make jokes. So please remember, my name is Bun, James Bun. Back to Mr. MC.
Thank you very much. I call my wife Bun. I call my wife
Bunda,
Bun.
yeah.
Yeah, Bun.
And you know what? Sometimes people make a joke, you know, like it's very I'm very worried about it. I thought it's called my name, but then I realized they just make a short of Bunda.
Yes, and also my wife always like eating bang bun. What we call?
Bang.
Yes, a bang bang. So my wife I call Bun Bun, and she likes eating bang bang. And we'll meet you Bun Bun. Toastmaster.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much for your job. And then the next, open my Moris. Yeah, Moris, floor is yours.
Still muted.
Yes,
Yeah, hello.
Moris. Yep.
Yeah, am I audible? Yeah, okay. Hello, fellow Toastmasters, as the distinguished guests. A little bit intro. Yeah, my name is Moris Christian. I am a member of Friendship Mandarin Toastmaster Club in Medan. So I am not from Singapore. So if you have some friend that have name called Moris, it's easier if you call me Moris PSK. It's PSK not mean pekerja seksual, okay? It's mean pria 100 kilo. And I am 105 kg and I am proud of my weight. So today, I want to share some story, the difference between ghost story in Western and in Eastern. So in the West, we have Dave. If I am wrong with my vision about ghost story in Western, please correct me. In the West, ghost story, when you watching movie Conjuring or another ghost story will always start with a story, a family looking a new house, and been offered an abandoned house and cheap house. And without thinking much, they accept the offer lah. They confirm accept lah. It's cheap. And then they suddenly realize when they already move in, they realize they get haunted by a ghost and they really scared, and then they move out and new family come. That is the pattern, right? So especially in my place Medan, ghost is something taboo. That's when people start sharing about the ghost story, they will scare. And then, but when you offer a house to Medan people, right, especially an abandoned house, they will confirm to think about it. They will think about the cost of the repair house lah, because it's abandoned, right? Yeah, no, they will think about why is this house abandoned too long? Why? Is there any ghost story? They will search and Google or ask people or ask their friend lah. So that's different, I think. But I think now the new generation 2020 already open-minded one, because they no longer afraid about ghost story in the abandoned house or abandoned building. This is proof by me when I try to visit the abandoned house or abandoned building. There is always something, cigarette butt or alcoholic bottle, and then more shocked me that I find a condom at there. And then I try to see another abandoned building, and then at abandoned building, did you know what I find there? There is no anymore condom, but there is a sofa with the television. The television can turn on. How can? There's abandoned building. How can they get the electrical? And then I see they stole from the tiang listrik, right? From the they put the wires and then put the cable from there. They stole the installation. Yeah. So that's the shocked me when I see the abandoned building. And then I think what is the most people scared about ghosts is not about the ghost story. I think people got scared with ghost story because of the imagination of the mind. Because our mind is very awesome, right? It's proved by me when I hang out with my friend in the house, and then they call me, "Hey Moris, go downstairs, get some water lah, we thirsty." Okay, let's go. I put with my confidence, right? I go take the water, go down and go up, and then they suddenly start storytelling about the ghost, and then I am the part of that story ghost. I heard about the ghost, and then they suddenly told me, "Hey Moris, now we are thirsty. Can you get me some water?" I said to them, "You are crazy, you just a story ghost to me. I am also scared. At that time, I was realized I scared because not of the story. I realized I scared because of my mind. I scared, and the corner of darkness, I can see some kuntilanak, right? That is me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Moris. Give us such an applause, everyone here. So now, without further ado, let's move on to Jasmine.
We have Linda is here. Linda.
Linda?
Yeah, hello. Actually, I just text Mr. Eddy. I told him that is it okay if I only watch this time because I think I
Oh, okay,
have
all right.
Yeah.
yeah prepared my material properly.
Okay.
I'm deeply sorry for that.
Okay. 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 Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the confirmations, Toastmaster Linda. Now let's move on to Jasmine.
So, can you all see me and hear me?
Yes, Jasmine.
Oh,
So
okay,
little bit
great.
low.
Oh, a little bit low.
Yep.
Can you see me and can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yeah. A little bit
Very,
louder,
very,
please.
very good. Here goes. So first of all, you guys all don't know me, so I will do some self-introduction. My name is Jasmine. I'm from Singapore, and I'm the president of Bridal High Advanced Toastmaster Club. So I just first of all, want to say thank you so much for putting me on the program. I really, really appreciate it. And the title of my speech will be, Don't Be Too Desperate. Going 1, going 2, going 3. Anyone here looking for a girlfriend? I'm quite easy to find. Recently, I turned 30 and I am still available. That's right. I haven't even gotten into one steady relationship yet. In fact, this year, when my friend took me out to celebrate my birthday, she said, Jasmine, you are already 30. You better hurry up and go find a life partner. Go out there and talk to guys. I said, Alamak, where got time? I have no time. I'm too busy trying to get my DTM in Toastmasters. She said, DTM should stand for Darling to Men. Oh, if only you know my extreme phobia of talking to guys. Me talking to guys is like having COVID-19 disappear from the whole world tonight. Mission impossible. And by the way, Teguh, you are not alone. While you feel nervous and tremble talking to girls, guess what? I am also very, very shy talking to guys, especially handsome guys. And by the way, I also rehearse and write down on a small piece of paper what I want to say when I talk to guys. Me talking to guys is like rehearsing for a humorous speech contest. So let's backtrack and find out why couldn't I find a boyfriend? Last year during an EXCO meeting, my outgoing VPE asked me, what happened to your underarm? It's all dark and black. Are you having a big bruise? I looked down and I said, hey, turns out I haven't shaved my underarm hair for 3 months. And now I dare wonder why I still can't find a boyfriend? Oh, how dumb can I get? On top of that, when kids come and greet me in the lift, they flash a smile at me and say, hello, auntie. Now, if I was in my 40s or 50s, being called auntie is normal, but I'm only 30 and people call me auntie. So Uncle Patrick Wong, you are not alone. Auntie Jasmine understands how you feel. Woohoo! So as time has passed and my friends and family keep on bugging me about when am I going to get attached, I started getting very, very desperate. So I went to see a relationship counselor at the MSFD, which stands for the Ministry of Social and Family Development. Correction, MSFD stands for miserable, single, and freaking desperate. The counselor told me the same thing my friend said. Jasmine, go out there and socialize with guys, which for me is mission impossible. So out of desperation, I went all the way to Thailand to see a doctor, hoping that he can make me more attractive. I said, doctor, I've been trying so hard to find a boyfriend, but I can't hit the jackpot. He said, no problem. Here are some pills to increase your sex appeal and attractiveness to the opposite gender. But make sure You don't take more than 2 per day, or you might get some side effects. Well, I was so desperate to find a boyfriend, I ended up taking not 3, not 4, but 5 pills per day. And boy, did those side effects come. All types of guys suddenly got attracted to me like a bee. And because I was so desperate, any guy would do. Too fat, too skinny, too old, too young, oh, no problem. So this Valentine's Day, I had my first date with a guy who was 15 years younger than me. Well, one of my friends found out. He said, Jasmine, why are you dating someone who's still a teenager? Have you become that desperate? You can be his mommy instead of his girlfriend. Well, when one's desperate like me, anything goes. It turns out I was so shy during the date. I couldn't even talk to the guy. Now, thank God this was not table topics or else I would fail. You know, the minimum time is 1 minute. Well, I couldn't even talk to the guy for 10 seconds. However, I excelled in my use of gestures. I was so frozen. I almost felt like singing, let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Yes, I just wanted to let love go. I was so stressed out. I started munching on Pringle chips, which are potato chips, to curb my anxiety. He asked me, Jasmine, are you single? I nervously said, I'm a single Pringle who is ready to mingle, but because it's not Christmas yet, I'm not ready to jingle. By the way, jingle means wedding bells ringing. Ding, 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 ding. So I tried so hard to leave the date and go home, but he followed me all the way to the MRT station and asked me, so where do you stay? He looked like he wanted to follow me home. So I said, I stay in JB, too far for your reach. He said, wow, Johor Bahru, you mean you stay in Malaysia? I said, no lah, JB stands for Jalan Besar. And I ran for my life. And because I need to jalan, I need to walk very fast away from this guy because I was so nervous. End of relationship 1. Now, I'm afraid one of the side effects of these pills is they make me so hot, I can be placed on SHN, stay home notice, where SHN stands for sexy, hot, and naughty. Speaking of SHN, the 2-month lockdown has been a real blessing to me because for shy girls like myself, hey, I can date online. I'm not even allowed to meet face to face. So this guy I don't know added me on Facebook. He sent me a private message that said, the moment I saw your pretty profile picture, I just had to add you. Well, I got so excited and I thought, woohoo, I finally found a husband. So we started texting for hours every day and he said, you are so beautiful and generous. You remind me of some angel. Why don't you donate some money to MAC? 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 You mean donate money to McDonald's? He said, no lah, MAC stands for Man's Angel Charity. If you donate money, you will be my angel, baby. Well, he swept me off my feet. So I donated money to MAC. But after a few days, he stopped contacting me. So I got suspicious and made a police report. I said, police, I have donated XXX amount of dollars to this guy. And he suddenly just disappeared. That's equivalent to like 1,000 years of Toastmasters membership. The police said, this guy is a scammer, go and block him. I said, but I fell in love at first sight. Imagine even the police asking me, have you become that desperate? Yes, my friends, I have become that desperate that I will fall to someone who doesn't exist. So if there's any lesson we can learn from this is don't be too desperate. And for God's sake, please shave your underarm hair. By the way, I will proudly announce that I have finally shaved all my underarm hair. Celebration time, come on. Well, maybe most of it. Lastly, for all the single guys out there, if you are also a single Pringle ready to mingle and jingle, here is my number. 96537927. I repeat, 96537927. But you must wait 2 weeks before we can date because right now, the government put me on SHN, stay home notice. Just kidding. They put me on SHN because I'm too sexy, hot, and naughty. Mwah! Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Jasmine. Single, Pringle, jingle bell. Thank you very much. And now, so we already have done for all speakers in open mic session here. Then I will launch a poll. So do we still have a time, Arlan? Maybe have volunteer? No. So now is
Maybe it's, we already have, how many speakers?
so we have already 7
Yeah,
speakers.
maybe just one volunteer,
One volunteer.
just 5 minutes.
So anyone wants to like to try? Lieutenant Dominic Joseph, want to have a job?
Opa boy.
Alpha boy. Dominic?
Today I'm a student.
Boy, are you there? So
Oh yeah, one more thing. We don't forget to take picture because number is getting less and doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's time to have some picture here. So please turn on your camera. So I will take the picture here. So we have, okay, Dave, Mr. Darwin, Nicholas Safiri. Just want to make sure. So Fikria Rashad. So Anna Meliana, Fika. So Kalinda. So let me take some pictures here. So because this is a stand-up comedy session, so you don't need to be too rigid. So let's make some funny pose, right? So okay, the first page, yeah, because we have 2 pages here. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's the first page. Keep it up. And the second page. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. And now I still need one volunteer. Anyone would like to try? Pak Boy. Pak Boy. So based on the schedule now, we're going to have a short breaking time for 5 minutes. During the short rest, then I'm going to launch a poll. So please help me to choose the best speaker for tonight open mic idea. So that's the link that I sent through the chat room. Please check it out. We have the first speaker, Pak Yusuf Chandra, Patrick Wong, Surya Wahyudianto, and we skip Linda. Now let's move on to Teguh, Bun Bun, Moris Christian, and Jasmine Faith. So correct me if I am wrong to type your name. So please, Bun Bun. So please, okay, please choose. So while we have 5-minute breaks, and we will start at, let me check it. Okay, if any one of you here would like to present your job 2 or 3 minutes, then please welcome. So while we are in a resting time, breaking time, so please welcome if you want to try to deliver your job. Okay, boy, want to try here. Okay, thank you for 40. Please 40. Everyone. So there we go.
Rendra, maybe you want our kata guru Rendra.
Pak Darwin, tadi you wanna try, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So please welcome. So share your job.
Now?
Yes. We have, yes.
Okay. I will try. This is I will try this joke. All right. I will tell you about how to avoid coronavirus. Oh, all right. This is a joke, yeah. The first you must for the first 1, 2, and 3 you know about it, but number 4 is my version. All right, number 1, you must do social distancing, so you don't go hang out with your friend or your cousin or everyone who don't live in one house with you. All right. Second, you must wear a mask. So you must wear a mask with right. All right. Right. It's not. You must close your nose, but don't close your eyes. So if you close your eyes, you cannot see. Right, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. So number 3 is you must wash your hand. Wash your hand in before you eat. Wash your hands before wash your hands. You must wash your hands after everything you do. And number 4, you can make love with your legal couple. But if you're single, don't do it with illegal couple, all right? Right? You must marry. You must marry with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. So you can make love with your legal couple. All right. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Darwin, for sharing. So thank you also very much for the voting session. So I have already collected some votes here. So without further ado, now let's move on to the next session that we have here, stand-up comedy. So without further ado, let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Arlan Setiawan. So the floor is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's really uplifting to see so many people today, and we have also one participant from Singapore. Well, I really miss Singapore. I miss the food. I miss the orderliness, because everything is orderly. You know, if you drive in Singapore, you have to go into very straight lines. Yeah. But here in Indonesia, there are 3 lanes, there are 4 cars coming across, and they, zigzag in front of you. You cut me, I cut you, things like that. So if you see from the top, it's like spaghetti. But in Singapore, if you see from the top, the traffic is so orderly, it's in straight line, it's so nice. And the other thing that I miss is Singlish. Every time I come to Singapore, when I land at the airport, I always take taxi. That's the only time when I take taxi in Singapore. Other time, I normally take either MRT or bus or walk. So every time I got into a taxi, the taxi driver will always talk in Chinese, in Hokkien or in Mandarin. Yeah. And I always answer, "I'm sorry, sir, I don't speak Chinese." And he looked at me from the rear view mirror. "You're from where?" "I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia." "Oh, Jakarta. Oh, I see. But your face looked like Chinese. Yeah. Why you don't speak Chinese?" I said, "Yes, I'm mixed. Along the generation from my great-great-grandfather married with the Indonesian. So we don't speak Chinese at all." "But muka macam Cina, ya? Why you don't speak Chinese?" "Malu, ya? You shame. You don't speak Chinese, you're Chinese. You should be ashamed." Every day, every time I got into a taxi, the taxi driver always talked like that. "You should be ashamed." So one day I tried my trick. The same questions. "You look so Chinese. You speak Chinese?" "No." "I'm from Cambodia." And then the conversation stopped. Never ask me anymore. So I'm safe. It's not that I lose my nationalism or patriotism, because I don't want to be, the victim of his accusations. The other thing I like about Singapore, that apart from this orderliness, is the effectiveness. Singapore English is very effective. The way they speak is just the main point. So when people ask you, "Do you like to go tomorrow?" and you will say, "I don't know, maybe let's see tomorrow how it goes." But in Singapore, the way they speak is only 3 words. "Si how lah." It's so short, right? Is that right, Jasmine? I hope Jasmine is still here. I remember one day I was looking for a washroom. So in Singapore, don't ever try to use fancy words. Yeah? Try to use a simple word. So I was trying to use a very fancy word. I'm trying to actually find a washroom. So, "Excuse me, sir, can you tell me where the washroom is?" "Huh?" "Yes, washroom. I need to wash my hand." "Oh, toilet. Toilet, you go straight, huh? Left also can, right also can." You see, that's very, very efficient. That's why I like about Singapore, because they don't want to waste time. Yeah. Very short. Yeah. I remember one day one of my friends called me, saying, "Alana, this is Brian. I think tomorrow we no need to see this guy a lot bit." "What point? This guy is only talk, no point. You talk, no action one." So I think we better go straight to the boss now. So That's typical Singapore. And now the government is trying to discourage people from using Singlish. But I think this is beautiful. It's identity. The people in the heartland level speak that kind of language. Then if we can follow them, they open up. So to me, I think Singlish is beautiful language. Now, most people, especially Toastmasters from Medan, they speak like Singaporean. Actually, I like to talk about Toastmasters because we need to introduce Toastmasters to the audience here because most of the audience are not Toastmaster members. So I like to explain a little bit about Toastmasters. Actually, my discovery of Toastmasters is purely by accident. The story began in 2006 when I received a phone call from somebody, and this is an invitation to a Toastmasters meeting. Sir, I'd like to invite you to a Toastmasters meeting tonight. I said, what was that again? It's Toastmasters. It's about leadership. Then that was the first time I heard the name Toastmasters. So my brain started working. Kung Fu Masters is a master in Kung Fu. It takes years to practice Kung Fu. You have to start from early age, maybe 5 years, maybe 6 years, for 30 years until you become a master. But Toastmasters, I don't think it takes 30 years just to make a toast. So my brain cannot accept that. The analogy doesn't add up. So I try to figure it out. Maybe it's something else. And that guy is saying it's about leadership. What has a toast got to do with leadership? It's strange, yeah? So to check it out, I went to the meeting that night. And it turned out it's not about leadership. It's about public speaking, something that I've been avoiding all my life. But there I was trapped inside that small room and I couldn't escape. And everybody was clapping, shaking hands. It's so strange. It looks like a cult to me. It's an underground movement, that illegal movement. And then they asked me to speak in the table topic. And I was so nervous because most of the time I try to read a text or a note just to cover my face. So that way I can prevent eye contact. But finally, I managed to get through. And after the meeting, the club president came up to me and said, you could be a great speaker if you join our program with a little investments. It's only $4. That time is only $4. Yeah. So I finally signed up as a member. And the following meeting, that president also talked the same thing to the other guests. You could be a great speaker if you join with our program with a little investments. But anyway, I signed up already. Yeah. But the good thing, I became interested. And in fact, I became more and more obsessed with Toastmasters. And I carried the manuals everywhere I went. And I try to practice everywhere, at home, at work, and many people, especially in the office, caught me while I was talking to myself. I was actually practicing my speech. And also that time, because I was an EXCO member as Sergeant at Arms. So my job was cleaning the table and setting up the chairs. And my office driver saw me and reported to my office staff. And there's something wrong with the boss because he was cleaning the table and he was talking to himself. But I just don't care. I just carried on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmaster has transformed me from a very introvert kind of person to still introvert, yeah, but at least I can express my feelings. Yeah. And there is one thing that I never forget is when I tried to have a demo meeting, yeah, to build the second club. That time there was only one club in Surabaya. So we tried to build a second club and we invited so many people from other English course, so that way we can have more competitions, because more club, the better. Yeah. So we did a very good demo meeting, and in fact, a lot of people said, oh, it was very interesting meeting and we like to join the club. Yeah. So I try to ask everybody, are they interested in building a new club? They said, yeah, we like. And I gave my, bank account and explained all the details. And so everybody said, yes, definitely. But after 1 week, nobody came back to me and no transfer coming in. The second week, nothing. The third, nothing. The fourth, I gave up. Maybe they're not interested, but actually they were all waiting. They have this kind of a wait and see attitude. If Eddy is not joining, I'll not join. If Surya is not joining, I'm not joining. So everybody's waiting and waiting. Yeah. So I tried to think of something, maybe we have to use some sort of a strategy. So I talked to one of them, because if you build a new club, you need at least 20 members. Yeah. So I talked to Surya. I hope Surya is still here. Hey, Surya, I know that you told me that you are interested. You like to join as a member too. Yeah. So the interest is still there. Yeah. We have already 19 members. We still need one more members. Oh yeah, we need one more member, and he signed up. He was actually the first one to sign. Then I talked to the other guy, until we got 20 members. Yeah. So my friend told me, oh, you were cheating. No, that was not cheating. That was being proactive, man. Being proactive, yeah, because I know they are interested. They told me they are confirmed. It's just a matter of time. So sometimes you need to jump a little bit. Yeah. So that's how we built Toastmaster, the first one, the second one, the third one, using the same strategy. All right. I'm interested in helping, in building more clubs, and that's how I really enjoyed the journey in Toastmaster. Along the way, I met DTM Dominic. He was the one who was helping us building up the division in Surabaya. How many clubs we built? I think more than 12 clubs. And the whole is actually more than 20 clubs. Yeah. And during that early stage, distinguished Toastmaster Dominic was helping us a lot. Yeah. So let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Dominic. Yeah. That's a
thank
little
you,
bit. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you still can help us with
my pleasure.
some guidance. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's a little bit story about how we start our Toastmasters division in Surabaya. Yeah. Back to you.
An applause, everyone. It's a great story. So now let's move on to our next speaker, Toastmaster Eleos. Floor is yours.
Hello everyone, I am Mr. Pin. Yeah, that's how I will introduce you to the journey of Toastmaster, as I will be your tour guide for this night. So I was on a trip in East Java when I asked to rate the tour guide, to which I responded, Taman Safari is pretty good. And he said, you should rate me, not the place. And I asked again, okay, I will rate you. What is your rate? How much are you? How much I should pay you? No, you should give me 1 to 5 stars. Okay, I got it. 1 to 5 star. Which star that you want? Oh, my name is Patrick. So yeah, I will give you Patrick star. Thank you, SpongeBob. And then we have this traveling. We have with this tour guide and he brings me to Gotham City. You know Gotham City? The city of the justice. And he introduced me to Batman. So Batman was my tour guide in Antarctica. And what can we find in Antarctica? Polar bear? No. Penguin? No, that's his villain, his enemy. Me? No, of course, because I'm not on the Gotham City. I'm on Surabaya City. So I asked, what should I find here in Gotham City? And Batman said, you will find justice. And I'm asking, why? Because when you see the sign on the light, on the sky, there is a bad sign here. And once you shoot that light into the sky, you will see that I will come with my wings, fly to your place. And I'm asking, but you cannot fly, Batman. You cannot lie to us. Oh yeah, I will come in the flashy way. I'm using my Batmobile. And then that's what happened when Batman became a tour guide. So, my friend, bring me again to another city. This is the Marvel City. That's the DC City before. So my friend works as a zip line tour guide. It had ups and downs. But it was a great way to get his career off the ground. Remember, he is working on the zip line. So he is looking for up and down, like what people see, that life is always never flat. Only my chest is flat. So I bring this tour city from Gotham City into the city of Santa Claus here. Santa Claus is on the house, yo. Ho, ho, ho. So I'm asking, Mr. Santa, who is the leader of the kitty organization? Can you guess who is the leader? So Santa said, that's Chairman Meow. Oh, I get it. So the kitty and meow. Santa is joking. I'm asking again, Santa, I have an important job in my company. I'll make sure that there are enough seats when the directors meet. So Santa said, I know what is your job. So you are the chairman of the board. And that's how Santa knew me, because Santa already introduced himself to me and I introduced myself to him as I'm a chairman of the board. So as I'm a chairman of the board, I met Stephen Hawking when he was still alive. So when he started a company, would be the best position for him? Well, most of you know. He is on the chair and he is a man. So we call him a chairman. Like what Eddie, what is Eddie now? He is a chairman of English Studio. So let's move into another journey. So wait, I will use this. Woohoo! And this one. I love hats, by the way. So after completing my first 3 months doing MMA, mixed martial art, it means that I'm doing a bodybuilding. I like fighting. I like fighting with my own belief. I love thinking, and they are fighting each other in my mind. So I asked my coach for a nickname that reflected my skills and badassery. Now everybody call me Eleos weak. Yes, I'm so weak that I cannot be a great athlete, and that's what people call me. Eleos weak, Eleos weak, Eleos weak. Well, you should remember, I am strong at weekend because week ends, and I will always strong in the end. So my running coach, as I'm an athlete, told me to increase the volume of my runs. So I unplugged the headphones and played my music from the speakers instead. And that's how I increased my volume. So my friend asked me again, Theo, you have give us the best relationship advices. But why? You are still single. Well, I am a friend of him and also a coach. So I said to him, coaches don't play. They only coach. They don't play on the studio. And then I met another friend. My friend is here and he is using a black hat. Black hat. So I asked him, we are still in touring guide, right? And how do you call the money earned by a sewage company? And I'm keep asking, money from sewage company? Money will always money. We will take it all from the corporate. Well, it's gross profit. Yeah, it is gross profit because we runs from the business. And then my friend called me that he cannot afford to pay his huge water bill because he is single parent. So I sent him a get well soon card because they should be an automation so you can put on your own well. So what is another name? I'm asking my friend also, what is another name for all the bodies of water on the earth? And my friend, as he works in IT also, okay, and he said it is cloud storage. So that's how you build your storage, that's how you store all of your memories there. When we are still in traveling, and now I met my another friend. He is a teacher. Since it is COVID-19, she is wearing a mask. So we are having party together. So we went to the bar and we met. The past, the present, and the future all walk into the bar. And it was tenses. Really tense. This past, this future, and this present always tense. And this, my friend teacher asked me, and she bring her students into the bar, and she said, name true pronouns. The students there are asking, who? Me? And then case closed because they already did the job. They mentioned who and mentioned me. And so we went back into the Santas there. And we are having a conversation with our good Santa, but now with the Rudolph. Rudolph, what do you call Santa's brothers and sisters? It is relative clauses. And that's how we get to know what is the Santa relative clauses. And then we move into another debate since we are watching a presidential. Wait. So we went to the competition and we used the mask still because we have the COVID-19. So I'm asking, who won the debate last night? And my friend said it loudly, people who don't watch. Because they stay at home. And we should obey the protocols, the safety protocols. You should not go to the presidential election. So as I'm a debater, I'm asking him, I'm looking forward to the debate tonight to be over. Yeah, since the debate is so long, they are arguing each other with some party is not, no point when we have no clue at all. So when we go to the home and I'm asking, why did the electrician got electrified in a debate? Because he used conductive reasoning. And they got and then our journey ends when I join into a Toastmaster club. This is a wonderful club when I can get to meet another people from another part of the world. So I'm using this, yes, as I'm a party goer. And what do you know? What I have learned and what I have got since I've become a Toastmaster. I learned about how it feels to marry a Toastmaster. I can guarantee that your life will be terrible because all of our conversation should be limited to 5 to 7 minutes long. Cannot go overboard because you will get the red signal and you will be cut off when you are having conversation. And also, the another one, the counter will take note of your overused word or filter words. So if you are asking, you said right, Teguh and Jasmine has a trouble when they are asking another gender to go out, they will count your life. I want to ask you to that. Okay, so you have to count to a, 1A, 1 and 3 if you happen to marry a Toastmaster. And then you will have another grammar police that and got grammar police and Nazi that will catch you when you make mistake. They will try to make you go to the worst time in your life. And you should count your time, not to go over time. Because I have mine is already right here. As I marry a girl from Toastmaster, they will like me because I always go over time. And when she is the evaluator, or she is the GE, General Evaluator, she will definitely evaluate everything what I have done in Toastmaster. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, don't marry a Toastmasters member because all of your life will be evaluated in the end. See you. Back to Eddy.
Very much, Eleos. Give us some applause. So how many professions been mentioned there? Anyone? Many professions. But at the end, the message delivered is do not marry to Toastmaster, said Eleos.
One last moment. So
yes,
as you know, Toastmaster wear many hats. So I'm wearing my hats with many hats here.
Okay. Okay. Many hands. Thank you very much. So without further ado, because my name also on the list as the third speakers for the stand-up comedy, so let me share my 2 cents. So let me start with this one. You know, so during pandemic, so my wife and I spend more time at home, you know, around 9 to 6 months we spend time at home. And one day my wife talked to me, honey, can I have like online English course? And I say, yes, why not? So just go get. And my wife joined one of the online English courses. And I also talked to her and say, can I join one community? So what kind of community? A Toastmasters. So she thought Toastmasters seems like what Mr. Arlan for the first time thought it is about toast, or we talk about bread. But it's not the one I talked to her. And like I told you, October 1st, I attended the meeting, and one day I feel tired after attending one meeting in USA. And I say to my wife, it's already 1 in the early morning and it's time for me to take some rest. And can you guess my wife responses? And she simply say, rest in peace. Huh? Then I say, rest in peace, honey. So do you know the terms of rest in peace? Rest in peace is for a person die. You hope for a person die to will have peace in the heaven. That's the point. Maybe she wants to say, take some rest. But what comes out from her mind is rest in peace. In English, we sometimes have misunderstanding. So I still remember when my friend Eleos sent me a link in the late night around 1 o'clock as well. And I read the text, invitation from one of club Toastmasters in USA. And I logged in and joined. And when I joined them, so for about 3 minutes, and they asked me table topic. So I a little bit shocked because they speak faster, too faster. And they asked me this kind of questions about Rotary, okay? They asked me, Rotary says self about service. Since I don't know about Rotary, what I hear is roster, okay? And I asked them again, so do you mean roster? And they say Rotary. But what I hear is roster. Can you guess? I'm talking 1 to 2 minutes about male chicken. And after delivering my speech, and thing to consider is 40 participants there give me applause. They give me applause. I'm talking about roster, while at the same time they ask me about rotary. So this is that I give my respect to the Toastmaster participant. Even we make mistake, they do not pay attention on that. They pay attention to our eagerness to try. That's the point. Can you imagine? 40 participants, only 2 from Asian, Eleos and I. I don't know whether Eleos hear my responses or not, but I'm talking about male chicken. How to eat chicken, you need to wash your hand, you need to make sure this is male chicken or female chicken, but they give an applause at the end. That is the point. And I talked to this with my mentor. My mentor laughing a lot. But things to consider when it comes to a Toastmaster is you need to try whatever it takes. I still have one story about Toastmaster. When I visited one Indonesian club, see, I prepared for my table topic. When I visited to the club, only 5 participants. One is the president, Surgeon Adam, VPE. I forgot what I am as a guest. And we going to have table topic. One, the evaluator is very fantastic. I say this because I counted, he said 7 times fantastic words. So I call him fantastic evaluator. From this point, I want to highlight that always encourage people when they are speak, because they have encouragement to be better. Like what we have now in Comedy English, we try to give our best to deliver our joke. Maybe at the first time, it will not work, but by the time it will make people happy by doing some practice. Back to me as a master of the ceremony. Thank you very much. And without further ado, let's move on to Toastmaster Yenni.
Okay. Could everyone please turn on the microphone for a while? I would like to greetings everyone. Okay, my greetings is like this. Happy New Year!
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay, thank you, please. Okay, thank you. Please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay, this coming Toastmaster meeting club, everybody, every one of us, every time we join the meeting, everybody will say, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Just what I did just now, right? And all of you will say also the same, Happy New Year. But then, do you feel, or maybe do you think that it seems that we cannot move on from this Happy New Year? But then, can you imagine that about this Happy New Year? One of our friends that can join Toastmaster meeting club, 13 clubs in one day. He can sit on his chair from 10 a.m. until 4 a.m. in the morning. Can you imagine that? And how many times he will keep on greetings, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Oh my goodness. it seems that he cannot move on person. Yes, it's true. He cannot move on person. Why? Because he's still single until today. He cannot move on from her, from his triple X. Triple X, not only one X, triple X. Oh, but it's okay. Because today is my first time become the stand-up comedy in front of all of you, all my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today is a special day. Today is Tuesday, and today is 12th January. It's a special date, right? Why? Because later, 1 month from today, we have another special day. Do you know what is that? Anyone? Anyone maybe? Nobody? Nobody? It's okay. It's not a porn. I
Chinese
already
New
wear
Year.
another shirt. Yes! It's Chinese New Year. 恭喜发财，万事如意，身体健康，年年有余，年年进步。红包拿来。Yes. Another New Year is the Chinese New Year. And do you know, Chinese New Year is always identical with one person that everybody loves, everybody adorable. Even me myself, I also still love him until today. And all of us will keep on calling him. Please come to my house. Please, I love you, I adore you. Please, please just come to my house. No need to be afraid. He's free of COVID-19. And I will suppose, like my husband, we also will not jealous at all. And he love him a lot. You know who is he? Can you guess? He has a fat body with a chubby cheek and keep on laughing a lot. Ha, ha, ha. Eddy, it's not you. No need to laugh. It's not you. It's not you. Yeah, it's not you. No need to laugh. Anybody can guess? Who is he? Nobody? Okay. 财神到，哒哒哒哒哒，财神到我的家门口。Yes, that is a god of fortune. Everybody love him. He has fat body and chubby cheek and always laugh and bring big gold, heavy money. Who not love money? Everybody love money, right? Okay, and if we talk about the fat man and chubby cheeks, okay, please, all of my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, if you are still single, it's okay. According to my survey, that every woman, every girl that outside there is love fat man with a chubby cheek and have a big laugh. It's not you, Eddy. Stop laughing. It's not you. So, how can it be? Yes, you must believe me. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to all of you. Everyone, every woman will love the fat man, chubby cheek, and keep on laughing. That bring a present and a fortune. Okay, back to our Toastmaster Eddy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yenni Mok. And now it's time 9:06, so I'm going to send you the pool. So please vote for the best speaker for tonight. Here, while waiting for this one, then I'm going to call first Pak Suban. Pak Suban? Pak Suban? Are you still there? Okay, that's great. So,
yes, sir.
Yes, the agenda that we have is now, let me check it. Our agenda is that we're going to have a closing remark. I think if you may give 1 or 2 sentences about our meeting today while waiting for me to set up the polling.
Yes, thank you very much, Toastmaster Eddy. Before we adjourn the meeting, we have our special guest from Malaysia. Let's invite him to speak 1 or 2 words. Please welcome TTM Joseph Dominic.
Oh, thank you, Pak Shuban, distinguished Toastmaster. I wasn't expecting this, but I was just sitting back and watching all the speakers and the effort Pak Arlan and gang has always been taking for the last 2 decades or so is simply remarkable. The enthusiasm shown by Eddy, Eleos, Jasmine, even the last speaker and all the other speakers. I was not here to evaluate, but simply I was just amazed by the commitment. And this commitment and enthusiasm and lightheartedness truly comes from the heart. So congratulations, and please keep up and please give them all the support you can get, because to get in stage time is not easy. And this is the place to, as Eddy was saying, this is the place to do it, because everyone here are friends. Back to you, Pak Shubha. Yes, back to you, Pak. Thank you for a bit of time here.
Thank you very much, TTM Joseph Dominic. Yeah. Hopefully someday we are going to meet again. I do not know whether it will be in Jakarta or Surabaya. Hopefully in Surabaya.
Okay.
Okay, now Mr. Eddy, back to you for the Hall of Fame. Are you ready?
Yes. Give a drum roll. For this one, I already have 2 best speaker. First for open mic and second for stand-up comedy. There we go. Jasmine Faith as the best speaker for open mic tonight. Jasmine Faith, are you there? Thank you very much. So, and the next, give such a drum roll for our best speaker for stand-up comedy, DTM Arlan Setiawan. So, I think I would like to say congratulations for all winners. And before I close this meeting, then I will give it to Pak Arlan. So I want to say 1 or 2 sentences about our meeting, or want to give like announcement.
Thank you very much. Oh, here comes Jasmine. Jasmine is back.
I'm sorry, I urgently had to deposit brownie in the toilet.
Jasmine, congratulations. You won the open mic speaker.
Yeah.
You want to say a few words? 1 or 2 words? Okay. Well, this is just the beginning of our routine and regular exercise for humorous speech or stand-up comedy. So I think this can be a good start, because comedy is very much important to wake up a boring topic, or to create a bond between you and your audience, and to ease up the situations, like an icebreaker. So I think there are 2 things that you need to improve. Number 1 is storytelling, and number 2 is humor. If you can have these 2, wow, you can be a great speaker. But today I see there's so many talents, and it's only hello?
Yeah.
It's only a matter of how we develop it, how it requires stage time. But maybe in this online situation, it's called screen time. So we plan to have this regular once and every month. So hopefully, if you don't have a chance today, you can have a chance next time. So try again. Yeah. Back to you, Master of Ceremony.
So thank you very much, Pak Arlan. So we would like to also announce our next meeting on January 19th. We will have education from Malaysia. So DTM KKC. So we will post the announcement through the Instagram later on, and also come and join us again here. So before I close here, so I would like to hear 1 and 2 responses from the visiting Toastmaster and our guests. So what about our guest, Titin? Say a few words about this one.
Yes, okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Thank you very much for this evening. It has been very fun. Okay, so I think it is a fresh occasion to have this comedy performance, and congratulations to all of you, to all the open mics, and to all the participants for tonight's event. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, thank you. And so what about visiting Toastmaster? So we have, wanna say 1, 2, what here? We have Pak Boy. Yeah.
Boy.
Pak Boy, please welcome. Boy.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm sorry for being late because I just finished my lecturing and then 8:15 I joined this meeting. I'd like to be here. Actually, in here, you are waiting and looking for funny people, right? Like we just saw, we have Eleos, and also we have Jasmine, we have Pak Arlan. Maybe they are funny people. You know that, like Eleos and Moris, if you know Upin and Ipin, they are similar. Moris is Upin and Eleos is Ipin. Just see Upin and Ipin and see Moris and Eleos. And the second one, I also see Jasmine, the Singaporean, the real Singaporean, and also Pak Arlan, the Singaporean wannabe. So in here, we found many funny people. Actually, I'm not a funny people, but talking about funny, I think it's not difficult to be funny. There are 2 tips. Number 1, name yourself funny. For example, here we have a Yenni Mok. I think it's better for you, Yenni, to change your name into Funny Mok. So when someone asks you, what is your name? My name is Funny. And again, in East Java, if I'm not mistaken, they usually give the name of their sons with the suffix man, right? Like Darmawan, Gunawan, Hermawan, Suparman, Hermawan, and then Setiawan. Yeah. So if you want to name your boys or your son, don't forget to give the name with funny. For example, Funny Man. So if someone asks you funny, yes, my name is Funny, Funny Man, right? And number 2, I heard someone said, don't try to be funny, but tell something funny, like we did just now. If it is not funny, then pretend to be funny. So it will be a funny situation. I think that's all. And hopefully that next meeting, I could perform a stand-up comedy too.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, thank you very much. I think I need to wait for a while. So before we edit it, I forgot to take some picture for the winner. Arlan, can I have your screen, because I'm going to take pictures of you. Here,
all right. Okay.
This one. This is Pak Arlan, and I'm going to spotlight you there. So Pak Arlan. Okay. Well, let's start it now. Arlan, 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, and next, Jasmine, are you there?
Ah, this is she. Yes.
Okay, but I couldn't even see where are you, Jasmine, because I think you turn off your. Okay,
Oh, I'm
okay,
here.
okay, okay. Okay, you are there. So I just reply. Where are you, Jasmine? Okay, that's 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you very much. So because already done now, so the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for tonight's session. So if you have the time here, then we still have like after hours session. Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you.
MC.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
MC.
you.